In the moment that contrast causes you to give birth to a desire of any fashion, Source agrees and becomes one with your desire, and one point of vibrational relativity is established. Now, the other point of vibrational relativity is where you are right now. So let's say contrasting experiences have helped you to conclude dramatically that you really need more money. And Source agreed every time you came to that conclusion. In fact, Source has agreed with your contrasting rockets of desires so much that there is a pile of financial resources being held for you in vibrational escrow, the likes of which most humans will never see. There, with your vibrational encoding, waiting for you, because every contrasting experience you lived caused you to tell Source in another voice, in another way, for another reason, in another time, in another place, that you need more money. And Source said, we agree. So there is a powerful point of vibrational relativity there for you. And now, you're complaining to your friend, I don't have enough money. Well, what's happened to the two vibrational points of relativity is you are nowhere near the vibrational attitude of your own desire. You are vibrating somewhere entirely different. And the emotions that you feel are your indicator that you're not in the vibrational range of the very thing that you are asking for. So when we say to you, when you ask, it is given, we're not kidding you. And when you say to us, then where's my stuff? We say, your stuff is right where you left it when you launched the rocket. And it is expanded exponentially because all of the resources of Source, nice coining of words, all of the resources of Source have accompanied your desire. The question is, where are you in vibrational relationship to the well-being that you're asking for? Where are you in vibrational relationship to the relationship you want? Where are you in vibrational proximity to the money you've been asking for? Where are you in vibrational relationship to the vitality, to the energy, to the physical wellness that you've been asking for? You know how you can tell? You can tell by the way you feel. You cannot set your radio dial on 6:30 a.m. and hear what's being broadcast on 98.7 FM. The frequencies don't line up. And you cannot set your frequency on I don't have enough money. I've never had enough money. I'm annoyed at people who do have enough money. I'm irritated at my family for not giving me more of their money. I'm mad at my employer for not giving me more of their money. I'm mad at the government for taking so much of my money. I'm mad at money. You cannot have these attitudes about money and be a vibrational match to the financial resources that you've been asking for. Your frequencies are too far apart. And every moment of every day, as you approach the subject of money, you either move closer toward the manifestation that you seek or further from the manifestation you seek. In other words, Magellan is not interested, nor are we, in where you've been on your trail toward money, away from money, toward money, away from money, toward, away, way. But we do want to point out to you that if you would make your journey quantifiable, you could then move toward until you receive the manifestation of the money. Because it's there for you, it's not there for anyone else. Nobody else is going to get what you have set into motion for yourself. It's there for you, but you've got to line up with it. And when you're ornery, you're not lined up with things you want. When you're unhappy, you're not lined up with things you want. When you're nitpicking over things and finding points of irritation or anger or powerlessness, you're not lined up with what you want. And you got to be lined up with what you want. You don't have the luxury of maintaining a vibration over here when what you want is over here. And we think the reason that so many of you don't realize what you're doing is because your journey has not yet been for you understandable. You can't really tell because you haven't been paying attention to the way that you can tell. You haven't been listening to your guidance system that has been telling you whether you're moving toward or away from things you want, whether you're moving toward or away from things you don't want. You haven't been paying attention to your guidance system, or you would know how to continue to move consistently in the direction of what you want. And we think the reason that you have not been using your guidance system is because you've been letting others convince you that their point of focus about you was more relevant to you than your own. You're knowing what you're wanting, an evolving thing. That's good. And of course, you are ready to announce to the world, for all to hear, that the unfulfilled desires thrill you the most of all, yes? Yeah. Even though we know that we will continue to elicit lies from you, we still ask that question because that is an objective really worth reaching for. The objective of saying, I recognize that I am eternal. I get it that the contrast will continue to produce new desires. I also get it that there will always be contrast no matter where I stand, and that the contrast is there to my advantage to help me focus. And the focusing of a new preference is the summoning of source energy, and the summoning of source energy is life. Therefore, I am eternally incomplete. Yes? And since I am eternally incomplete, then why not make peace with my incompletion now by saying, I am thrilled by my unfulfilled desires. I like wanting. But the reason that we elicit lies from you, the reason you say yes when you don't mean it, yes, I love those unfulfilled desires the most. The reason that you have such a hard time really feeling it in the way we feel it and in the way we look forward to you feeling it is because most of you count on the manifestation and your observation of it as that which you give most of your attention to. And another powerful reason is when you know, as we do, that anything you want must be, all you have to do is line up with it. When you know, as we do, that when contrast causes you to clarify a desire, that in the moment of that clarification, even if you don't speak words about it, that source immediately says yes to that desire and becomes one with that desire. So there is no possibility whatsoever anywhere in this universe that your desire is not being answered in the moment that you give birth to it. But if you don't know that, if you're still looking at the gap between your realization that you want it and your realization of the manifestation of it, then we can see how you might get discouraged because you have forgotten that it's going to happen for sure. Feel the difference between something that you want that you know you can achieve and how exhilarating that is, and something that you want that you feel powerless to achieve. And what we're wanting you to understand is that you need not ever again feel powerless about the achieving of anything. Because when you ask, it is given every single time. In fact, you knew that so clearly, you knew that so powerfully when you made the decision to come forth into this body. You knew that you were an extension of source energy. And you knew that you were coming into a focused perspective, into this magnificent body, knowing that your unique exposure to your unique contrast would cause your unique preferences to be born. And you loved that idea because you understood how the whole system works. You understood that you are an extension of source energy. You understood that you are backed up by the universe. You understood that you have the powerful resources of all that is at your fingertips. And most importantly, and these are the new words we want you to remember, you understood that in the moment that contrast causes you to give birth to a desire, that source immediately becomes one with that desire. No resistance whatsoever in sources adhering or accompanying or riding the wave of or becoming one with your desire. So when you don't have enough money and you conclude that you would like more money, in the moment of that conclusion, even if it's not a big conclusion, even if it's not one you back up with your words, in the moment that you conclude that something would be better than something else, Source says unequivocally, we agree. Do you get that? Do you understand how important it is to get that? Do you understand that that's what the evolution of everything that is, the evolution of every species is about that? And think about the mastery of such an idea. Who better to know what's best for you than you right there where you stand? Who better for the one-celled organism on the plant in the ocean in Alaska, where Jerry and Esther witnessed it with their glass-bottom boat? Who better to understand what's best for any perspective than that consciousness that is having that perspective? And Source understands that so fully. So when you get it, that every point of consciousness has a selfish interest and is asking from its perspective, not with words. One-celled organisms in the ocean are not speaking your language or any language. They are offering a vibrational language, and Source says, you should know you're there. We agree with you. That's why you're there. You are there as this leading edge perspective of this leading edge experience. Do you think the one-celled organism in the ocean, clinging to that beautiful piece of plant life, is leading edge thought? Yes, it is. Leading edge thought in a leading edge experience, having a leading edge preference, and Source is responding to its leading edge request with leading edge Source energy fulfillment. So every point of consciousness asks, and we so much want you to get this. It will be a very primary basis to what moves forward in these hours before us. In the moment that the asking occurs, even without words, Source comes into full agreement. And a powerful thing has happened. One point in vibrational relativity has been established relative to something. Now, what do we mean about that? As Jerry and Esther are traveling in their monster bus and other vehicles too, they have navigational systems that know where they are all the time. Satellites in the sky and antennas on the roof and machines or computers inside the vehicles pinpoint exactly where they are. And then they program in their desired destination, and Magellan calculates the route between where they are and where they want to go. Magellan never says, but where were you before you are where you are now? I will calculate your route from where you are to where you want to be, but first it would be helpful for me to know where you have been lately. I want to know the places your mother took you. In fact, it is of extreme interest what you've done in past lives. Magellan does not care. It is irrelevant, because the only thing that is important at the task at hand is, how do I get from where I am to where I want to be? And so the only two things that are important are, where am I in relationship to where I want to be? So you've been listening to things outside of you, like commandments or religious dictates or parental control or governmental control or the control of those that you live with. In other words, you've been listening to people outside of you rather than paying attention to your own vibrational relativity. And there's another very big reason. Most of you do not realize that more than 99% of every creation is actually completed vibrationally before you begin to see evidence of it. So when you want something and you hope for something, you're well along the way to it. But when you take score before it is manifested and then find the vibration that is indicated by discouragement, you turn right around and go in the other direction. There is no such thing as something that is incurable. There is no such thing as something that is impossible. There's only vibrational discord with the wellness. That's what illness is. There's only vibrational discord with abundance. That's what poverty is. There's only vibrational discord with clarity. That's what confusion is, you see. And you have guidance within you that will help you to quantify your journeys. You can tell, if you care about how you feel, whether you're marching towards something that you're going to like when it gets there. People will say, Abraham, it came out of the blue. And we say, hardly. You've been beating that drum for a long, long time. And you say, no, I haven't. I haven't been thinking about that. I didn't think about the specifics of this terrible thing that happened to me. And we say, but you thought about enough things that were vibrationally equivalent to this powerlessness that you are feeling, or to this rage that you are feeling, that you activated a vibration that kept you from going in the direction of what you want, and in fact took you directly to what you do not want. Do you get it that when you are ornery, you can end up in Happyville? It's on a different path, you see. Are you aware that there isn't anything that you want to know that we haven't addressed in its entirety here today? And the reason we know that, and we do